Hi everyone, welcome to day 19 of Spellbinder's Crafty Advent Calendar. Today's reveal is a sweet thank you stamp set with a main sentiment and 3 supporting ones. I started off with the 2 largest dies from the Day 17 nesting die set. The largest die was used to cut plum glitter cardstock and the smaller one lilac cardstock. This sentiment will be stamped on the smaller of the 2. I start off with the thank you being stamped with Versamark ink and sprinkled with gold embossing powder. And after it's melted, then I'll stamp the secondary sentiment right underneath it with black VersaFine ink. This die cut is centered and adhered to the plum glitter stock one. I'm using a mini slimline flat acetate pouch to create this shaker. The panel has been cut to just shy of 3 inches by 6 inches. 3 of the flaps are creased so that I can make sure that the panel is going to lay flat in the pouch. Double-sided tape is adhered to the 3 flaps that have been creased. And then I use my craft pick so that I can pick up that backing paper, and if any of the tape is overhanging the flap, I fold that onto itself. Then I can take my purple panel and line it up to the inside of the flaps and then fold the flaps down onto the back of it. Using the flat end of a bone folder, I'll burnish all 3 flaps. Double-sided adhesive is added to the 4th flap. And then I'll add in lots of confetti that was found behind the door for day 18. The backing paper is removed, the flap is creased down, and this shaker is sealed. It's adhered to a card base that measures the same size as the shaker, 3 inches by 6 inches. I've used this floral die set from day 10 a number of times because I love it. I hope y'all like purple because I think I've gone a bit purple crazy with this one. 2 shades of purple cardstock were used for the flower layers and the berry branch. And then back to the glitter paper for the berries, the flower centers, and the leaves. 3 of the berry branches were die cut, and I'll tack those stems together, and it's going to sit just above the thank you. I've cut multiple leaves, and 2 of them will be added into this grouping. And while that is drying, I'll go ahead and attach the leaves to the back of each of the 3 flowers. Back to the berry branch grouping, I'll add a couple of foam squares to the back of the leaves, cut one of those tiny foam squares in half, and add it to the back of the berries. The berry branches are adhered above the thank you, and then foam squares are used to adhere the 2 flowers to the bottom of this little tag. And then using liquid adhesive, the final flower will sit in between the pair of leaves at the top of the little berry branch grouping. Before adhering it to the poucher, I'm just going to add a little foam square to that one leaf so that it is stable. I'll add liquid adhesive and then pop it directly on the pouch and set it aside to dry. I have 3 glitter circle die cuts that are supposed to be for the centers of the flowers, but I'm going to add those as accents. This mini slimline flat shaker purple extravaganza is complete. I hope you enjoyed day 19 of Spellbinder's Crafty Advent Calendar featuring this sweet thank you stamp set. Stay tuned for day 20. It is so pretty. As always, I appreciate your visit.